Pretties, welcome to Vivi. So today I have my advent calendar project pan update. I have my little baggie here. Before we go into what I need to pull out next, I wanted to give you guys a brief kind of update. So for what I had going on still, I did have this milk one. I was supposed to use, I believe it was 12. I haven't opened it because I was gonna attempt to use it similarly to like a bronzing contour situation, but I also had these two that were Gucci concealers. One was too dark, one was too light. I mixed them up and I made my bronzing shade, and that's actually kind of what I've been using, but I still have just a tiny little bit left, so I haven't really even attempted this one yet. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think it's gonna work just from my experience with the last time, but I will try it. I had a little Gucci concealer as well. I did finish this one and I actually did use it on my under eyes. The formula was fine actually. It was really high coverage, which I was not expecting. It wasn't too cakey, but it was a bit heavy in comparison to other. It wasn't as heavy as like the Milani one, but it was lighter than, but it was heavier than the one from like Natasha Denona. So I just want to put that out there. I also have this blush from Merit in the shade Beverly Hills. I'm liking the shade. This is actually going a lot slower than I was expecting. Considering how much I'm using, it is honestly just not very pigmented. So I'm putting a ton on. I am having to like scrape it because otherwise like this thing, it is supposed to be like lip safe, but like I don't, like you can't see it. There's like, I have to put a ton on just to have a little bit, and then I still have to go over it with like a powder blush on top. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've actually scraped the sides out of it quite heavily. And I don't know if this is like a good angle, you guys can see that. This is gonna take a little longer than I was expecting. It's okay though. No worries, no harm, no foul. So that's kind of like the update. So we have, technically these are not done yet, but like I will finish them pretty soon. So I'm gonna, I mean, regardless, we're still gonna roll things in because like I told you guys, like this is one of those where if things keep piling on, then they just keep piling on, and then towards the later end of the year, there's gonna be less and less things that I'm pulling out of the bagging. And as we get into that spot, then I'll be able to finish these spots, these things. There's only one other blush in this thing anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So anyway, let's go on to the next one. We do have my little Harry Potter advent calendar. We're having to pop 2 out every update in order to make sure that we're finishing this whole thing. It is supposed to be a trivia advent calendar, so if we encounter a question, I will be letting you guys know what that question is. Okay, so we need to do 5 and 6 today, if I'm not mistaken. 5 and 6 are down here at the bottom. Okay, oh, we have a question. I'll leave you guys the answer in the description if you guys want to participate. So the question is, what drink did Harry first try while visiting Hogsmeade on Christmas break? And here we have, I am supposed to pull out the last Merit blush in the shade Fox, and then the Charlotte Tilbury Sheer Glow Tint 2 and 16 and 4 and 14. Okay, and then for number 6, no question. And we have one more little piece of paper here. And we have Milk Git Tint 7. So that's technically the last of the milk ones. So okay, and then the YSL DN1 and MNF. So give me a second to pull all those out and I'll be right back. I'm back. So I did not think this through when I was coming up with these. That's okay. So let's go through 5. I knew I was gonna get that Merit blush, and I sure do. It's this one right here, and it's like a rosy nudie shade. I don't know, it looks nice. I really like it. I'm just not gonna open it until I finish this one. Hopefully I will for sure finish this one and I can at least have it opened by the time we have the next update. It's just at the rate that I'm going, I don't know, you know. But there's that. Now also here I have the Charlotte Tilbury Sheer Glow Tint 2 and 16 and 4 and 14, which are the 2 fairest and then the 2 darkest. Now there's a problem because I still have a little bit left of this one. I will say though, I had actually forgotten about this, and for like a week and a half I did not use it, and I started going back to my Patrick Ta one, and that was not what I was supposed to be doing. That being said, I don't believe these are going to be done by the next. I will for sure probably start these 2 right here. and mix them together and like put it in the jar, like be like the next one. This is gonna be gone like a week, so I'm not, maybe less, and then I'll mix these two in. But I don't know that I'll get to these ones. I also don't know how much product are in this, but this look to be about the same size as this one. By the way, I messed up. I said these were Gucci. These are actually YSL, so my mistake. So that's everything for 5. Now, additionally to that, we have 6, right? So of course, the last of the makeup tint. I think I might be able to pull this one off of my actual skin. We will see. Hopefully it's a little lighter than it looks. And I know that it's really sheer, so I might be able to pull it off on like my actual, like all over the face. So there's that one. I haven't tried the other one, obviously. And then I also have the YSL, and then I have DN1, which is this one right here, and I have MN7, which is this one right here, these two. Now, the problem with this one is that I do think this one's gonna be too dark for my under eye. I think I might be able to pull this one off on my under eye, but these are still too dark, so I will have to use these ones also as bronzer. So, I think these two combined might be a really good shade for me. All that being said, there's a lot of bronzing contour situation. I have 1, 2, 3. Oh Lord. The advent calendar fell over. Okay. So I don't think I'll be able to finish this on time. I mean, there's just too many. But that's okay. We plan for this. We plan for this. And that's just, it is what it is. It's going to take a little longer to get through all of these, and that's okay. But anyway, that's it for today's update, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.